Hey guys, this is Josh F151 Tech back with another video. And in this video, I'm actually going to be doing more Metro by T-Mobile 5G home internet speed tests. So let's actually get into this video. So as you guys can see here, it's actually 6:48 p.m. on a Sunday night, and it is actually very windy out there. And I decided this would be a good night to do some more Metro by T-Mobile 5G home internet speed tests. And before I actually started making this video about an hour or so ago, the wind is actually so bad out there that it actually blew my neighbor's fence down, and they're going to have to try to rebuild that or something tomorrow or whenever the wind calms down. That's how bad the wind actually is. It looked like it actually broke the fence posts over, and then it ended up dropping the fence all over. So they're going to have to fix that either tomorrow or whenever the wind calms down. But like I said, I figured it would be a good night to do some speed tests and see what we get with it being really windy like this, because like I've said before on my channel, I like to do speed tests when it's bad weather to see what we get. And like I always do say before I start my videos, I am actually using third-party equipment. I'm actually using a Chester Cheetah SDX75 gateway/modem that allows band locking, network mode switching, VPN, and all kinds of good stuff. And I also have that hooked up to a waveform 4x4 antenna that's actually up in the attic facing out the window near the old truck stop down the road from me, near the nearest cell tower. And I am actually up here in the attic physically right now. I don't know if you guys can really hear the wind or not, but it is very windy out there still. And I figured that I would actually come up here and do a speed test for just for something different, and to be able to keep an eye on the gateway/modem, the signal strength up here. I want to like see if it fluctuates or whatnot. Sorry about that, or whatnot. I want to see if it fluctuates or whatnot, like from the weak 5G signal to the strong 5G signal, which it actually does sometimes when it's like bad weather, when it's windy, or when it's like really like rainy, or really like just bad weather in general, storms, snow, sleet, basically any bad weather in general. So let me actually open up the speed test app here and see what we get. And like I always do say with this, I am actually going to start out on the Ashburn VA server, which is the main server that I use, and I'm going to switch over to the West Norton PA server as well and see what we get on that, since it's an actual official T-Mobile server. So let's actually see what we get here. And before I actually started making this video, the last time I checked, my mom was actually downstairs on her desktop computer. So, like I've said before, it's not going to always be boom, boom, boom fast, because we do have things in the house connected to the network. Obviously, we have other things like computers, and I have Raspberry Pi computers that are running 24/7. I have 2 security cameras that are running 24/7. I have other things like Google Nest Hubs and whatnot running 24/7, and there's other people, obviously, like I've said before, my mom, my sister, and occasionally people that come over. So, but for now, right now, it's just me and my mom at this time of night. But this is definitely not bad speeds at all so far. 667 for the download, 40.4 for the upload, and then 32 ping. So definitely not bad at all on that one. You guys also might be able to tell, like I said, I am up here in the attic, so you might actually be able to hear the wind or something. But I'm also not using my built-in, well, not my built-in microphone. I am actually using the built-in microphone of my Google Pixel 9 Pro XL, and I'm sure it doesn't sound as good as the actual microphone that I use when I'm downstairs in my studio, basically set up, if you will. So I just wanted to let you guys know that it might not sound as good, but also because of the like the echo up here in the attic, so I do apologize for that. So on this one, definitely not bad though. 649 for the download, 37.9, almost 38 for the upload, and then 38 ping. Run one more on this server, and then I'll switch over to the West Norton PA server, run some on that. And the wind really is gusting right now. I don't know if you guys can really hear that or not, but it's really really picking up out there. So definitely not too bad on that one. I mean, not what we normally get, but that's kind of to be expected with it being windy like this. Like I said, it's gonna fluctuate with high winds and bad weather in general. So still very usable though. Still nothing to complain about. 567 for the download, 42.4 for the upload, and then 36 ping. Let me actually switch over to the West Norton PA server and run some on that. And like I've said before, I don't really go by this server. I just use it because it's an actual official T-Mobile server. I just like to throw it in there, so you know, just so you guys know that. The wind really is howling out there now. It's really whipping around out there. So definitely not bad on this one though. 616 for the download, 24.1 for the upload, and then 27 ping. Just broke 600 on that one. So definitely not bad on that one, especially for the download. 600 even for the download, 6.73 for the upload. But like I said, I don't go by this server, especially for the upload, because it's just not good. It's just not a good server for upload speed. It's not reliable. And then 27 on the ping, so definitely not bad for the download or the ping there. Let me run one more on this server, and then I'll switch over to the main Ashburn VA server and run a few more on that. As you guys can see, this server is just not as reliable. So not like too bad on that one for the download. 424 is still very usable for the download, and then 632, 6.32 for the upload, and then 24 ping. So definitely not bad. Still very usable. But I'm going to switch back over to the Ashburn VA server and see what we get on that, or run a few more on this. And as you guys can see, like, it is very windy out there. Like I said, as you guys can see, you could see there it was like going up and down, and it was trying to like fight with the wind, in other words. And it still ended up giving us better speed than the last server though. So definitely very usable. 537 for the download, 40 even on the upload, and then 32 ping. So definitely still very usable. Run a few more here. Ping actually did go up a little bit high on this one, but Still nothing very drastic or anything. And it's really windy out there right now. Like I can hear it. I can hear it behind me, from the window behind me. And like I've said before, it's to be expected when it's bad weather, when it's really windy out. Like you're gonna have fluctuations in speeds and stuff. You know, there's not really anything that you can do about that, especially like when it's really windy, like it is today. Like this is not very common wind that we're getting tonight. It's really not. Like I said, it was so bad out there. It's so bad out there that it actually blew my neighbor's fence over. So that's really high wind. That is really some high wind. So on this one, I mean, still usable. 350 for the download, 40.3 for the upload, and then 39 ping. Run a few more here. The wind actually did seem to calm down a little bit, so. And as you can see, it's kind of like fluctuating. It's going back and forth with the upload. As you could see there, it was trying to, kind of fight, to get the upload there. But that's common with it being very windy like it is. So definitely not bad on this one. 548 for the download, 31 even for the upload, and then 43 ping. So the ping is a little bit high. So we got another ping spike there. And this is what happens occasionally. Like I said, it's not going to always be boom, boom, boom. But this is what happens occasionally. So there's not really anything you can do about it. There's not really much you can do about it. That's why I said like this service can be very iffy. It can be very iffy at certain times. And like right now, like I'm only getting 90.4 on the download, which is basically unusable, and 39.3 for the upload, and then 59 ping. But I'm sure that it will go back up. Let me run a few more here and see what it does. And as you can see, it did go back up. I've noticed that happens very rarely. It happens very rarely. Like it'll get like speeds when it's very windy like this. It's gonna happen. Like stuff like that is gonna happen because it's trying to. It's not a. It's basically not a cable provider. Is basically what I'm saying. So when it's bad weather in general, you're gonna have slowdowns. There's just no way around it. There's really not. But definitely not bad on this one though. So the speeds actually did go right back up, and that's a good thing to see. 649 for the download, 43 even on the upload, and then 31 ping. So let me actually run a few more here. And other than that one terrible score that we had, it's been very usable. That one 90 for the download, and then like I think it was like 20 or 30 or so, or maybe not even on the upload. So other than that, I mean, I haven't had really any like really terrible scores. So on this one, definitely not bad at all. 670 for the download, 46.6 for the upload. So actually a really good one on that one, and then 34 ping. Let me run like two more here. And like I said in the beginning of the video, like these are not normal winds that we normally get. So that's not a normal wind anytime it's going to blow over somebody's fence or something like that. So it's not really surprising that we had fluctuations in speeds. It's really not. And you also have to keep in mind that like on the towers themselves, on the cell towers themselves, when it's really windy like this, like I've said before, it's not a cable provider, so it's not coming in like directly wired like Comcast or Xfinity or Verizon Fios or anything like that. It's not, like Cox Cable or anything like that. It's actually coming over the air. So you also have to, you have to keep in mind and take into consideration that, it's coming over the air, like I said, and also that when it's really windy like this, when it's bad weather conditions, that there's also a possibility that the towers, like the components on the towers, could end up shifting, or they could end up breaking or something like that. And just with the wind in general, that kind of stuff could happen. So you also have to take that stuff into consideration, that like high winds, if they can blow over a fence, if high winds can blow over my neighbor's fence, then they can definitely blow, like a cell tower around. They can blow the components on the cell tower around and ruin the cell tower and whatnot. So you just have to keep that in mind. And like I said, it's not a cable provider. So, but definitely not bad on this one. 678 for the download, 38.9, almost 39 for the upload, and then 31 ping. Let me actually run one more here. It's actually getting really windy out there now. I don't know if you guys can hear it or not, but it's really whipping around out there now. So definitely not bad at all on that one. 677 for the download, 43.8, almost 44 for the upload, and then 34 ping. So definitely not bad. Let me actually run just one more for the heck of it. Like I said, these are just not normal winds. These are not, this is not normal wind. We don't normally get wind like this around here. We really don't. So it's not really a common thing. But it's good to see that it's not, like giving me unusable speeds or anything. Now that one, that one time that we had on this video, that one speed test that we had in the 90s for the download, and then I think it wasn't even around the 20s or so for the upload, but that was only one time, and you guys saw that. After that, I still got my usable speeds back. I got, very usable speeds. So other than that, it really wasn't that bad. So on this one, definitely not bad at all. 686 for the download, 47.9, almost 48 for the upload, and then 31 ping. So definitely not bad at all. And like I said, other than that one that we had, we didn't really have any like crazy ping spikes or anything with it either. So that's definitely a good thing. But it's to be expected. It's to be expected. If anytime you're going to have high winds, like I said in the beginning of the video, anytime you're going to have winds that are that high that they can actually blow over my neighbor's fence, then that's it's not going to always be boom, boom, boom with winds that fast. So and like I said, other than that one in the 90s for the download, and after that it just went right back up. So that tells you, again, like I've talked about in my other videos, if I still had the Chester Cheetah version 2 gateway / modem that I used to have with the SDX65 chip in it, and if you had like an SDX62 chip or an older chipset, the chipset that's in my Chester Cheetah SDX75 gateway / modem is definitely helpful in bad weather. It really is. And I've noticed that the ping is a lot better. The ping is not like bad as bad as it was when I had the SDX65 chipset or the Chester Cheetah SDX65, and I noticed that right away when I tested it out in bad weather. You guys can go back on my channel and check out those other videos of when I had the SDX65 gateway / modem, the Chester Cheetah version 2 SDX65 gateway / modem. The only difference with this one is that it has a better chipset in it, and it's just more reliable. It's overall, like, overall reliability is just better with it. So I would definitely recommend it. It's better overall with the ping. It doesn't have as high ping spikes. It's just overall better with reliability. It definitely is, and especially when it comes to bad weather, it seems to be able to overcome the bad weather better. And obviously, like I've said before, having it hooked up to a waveform 4x4 antenna doesn't, hurt either. So, but that's basically the video, guys. I'm going to actually get down from here in the attic. I'm going to get back downstairs and get something to drink, get something to eat, and then I'll be making more videos, so definitely stick around for those because they'll definitely be coming. But like I said, guys, just wanted to get this video out there, and if you guys like this video, please like and subscribe, and until next time, guys.